welcome back to the Bear With Us podcast. My name is Cody, and I'll be your host for today. Before we get into the first episode of the Bear With Us podcast, I want to talk a little bit about choir. Choir is an elective class that can be taken your 6th, 7th, and 8th grade year. Your first year doing it will be a beginner choir mixed with boys and girls, and your 2nd and 3rd year in choir will be separated from boys and girls. It is very good if you are into performing, and the director, Mrs. French, is an amazing teacher that you will love. Now, on with the episode. And who do we have with us today?
It's Miss French, choir director here at Bradley.
That's great. So we do have a few questions for you, Miss French, for our podcast. So our first question is going to be, what got you really into singing?
I think I always sang since I was little. I would sing in my church, and my parents had us take piano lessons at a really young age, so that really helped with my musical abilities. And everybody in my family sang, except my parents. They did not sing, but all the kids sang, and it was just something we loved to do.
Yeah, that's cool. And do you have a favorite singer? And if so, why are they your favorite singer?
So usually, I don't know that I have one favorite singer. At different times in my life, I've had different favorites, but I really like a good female vocalist, and almost in the jazz realm. I like Diana Krall. I like Brandi Carlile. I like Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood and Mac. So, that gets into the rock realm, but I like a really good female vocalist who has sings songs with really meaningful texts.
Yeah. That's really cool. And now, I know you teach choir, but, what really got you into teaching choir? Do you have anything specific?
Yeah, actually, this is kind of funny, and you guys are going to appreciate this as middle school kids, but I had a middle school choir director that was not top-notch, and it was very, I just remember how frustrating that was, because I loved music, and I loved to sing, and I was so passionate about it, and the teacher I had just didn't bring all that to the table, and she and I kind of didn't always get along or see things the same way, and I just vowed that when I finally decided to go into music and be a teacher, I just vowed that I would never be that kind of teacher. I wanted to be a teacher that my students knew that I wanted to be there, and that I was passionate about music, and that I really cared about them. And I hope I've been able to achieve that, but that was really the biggest influence. And then I had a really awesome high school choir director who helped influence me. And then in college, some really great choir directors that really helped guide me and get me to where I am today.
Yeah, that's really neat. So thank you for your time, Ms. French. It was really great to learn these new things about you.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, of course. All right. This was the Bear With Us podcast, episode 1. We'll see y'all next week.